Le Cholo Choco, los tres chingones boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. Go with this for a second. All right, man. Shout out to everybody who's watching us on Chicano Tube, on Mile High Hustle, and the ones watching me on the Community Post on Cholo Trucker. By the way, those that are watching the Community Post on Cholo Trucker, this does not count as a September live. All right, for those that know, you know. All right, so we got an event coming up, fighting event for those that don't like me or for those that don't like Mikey. Your ship has arrived to see us in pain and get beat up and blood out of us. So let's go ahead and bring in the chairman that's running Content Creator Series of Fighting, Mr. Chicano Tube himself, Mike Diaz.
Hey, I appreciate you, hermano. ¿Cómo estás? I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in the chat. Live on Dos Tres Chingones Boxing, Chicano Tube and Mile High Hustle. We're here to talk about everything and anything Mexican Independence Day sparring going down this 13th of September in Upland, California. Let's go.
Yeah, we're here to, because you know what? I don't even know all the details. So that's what we're here to get, man. We're gonna squeeze it all out of Mikey, man. And just when we think there's not enough juice left, we're gonna squeeze it some more, carnal. We're gonna squeeze him some more. So let's squeeze Mikey right here, man. All right. So first of all, Mikey, let's get to the genesis of this. What made you want to do this? How did you come up with this idea? How did you pick Upland? Get to everything to start before we get into all the details of what's going to take place.
Simón, que sí. Don't forget to hit that like button, you guys. Come on, cabrones. Hit that like on Los Tres Chingones. If you haven't already subscribed over there or the Cholo Truckers channel, hit that like, subscribe. Let's go ahead and get to the genesis of it. So, you know, about, was it a year or two ago, I started an LLC. I called it Content Creator Series of Fighting. LLC'd it, insured it, did everything. It was just like another business, right? And the reason I did that, Cholo, is because a lot of people come on the internet and wolf. They talk, they write checks with their mouth that they know their nalgas aren't cashing anytime soon. And I said, you know what? Why not provide a platform over to La Raza? You know what I mean? I'm a businessman. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So I'm not going to do anything if it's not profitable. So it was a profitable start up. And here we are now, So this year came about, 2025. A lot of people have been talking about putting on events this year, but it's easier said than done. I mean, you even got Fools Gone Wild that said they were gonna put two events together and throw some fades during those boxing events. And next thing you know, the thing's not even coming together. They can't put it together for whatever reason, and I think I know why. And so here we are putting something for the people, absolutely free of charge. Matter of fact, to go and see it. There's no gate to go and see it. So if you want to be present, all you got to do is get a hold of me on IG, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. It's all the same username, Chicano Tube on all platforms. If you want to be there and see the chingazos and see the action, go ahead and get a hold of me. And we're doing it on La Raza's date. I couldn't pick no better date, Cholo, than the Raza's Day, which is Mexican Independence Day. And we're talking about us, even Chicanos, Mexicanos, all the same thing. Those that have, Mexican descendancy. We're going to do it that day because that's the day que los mexicanos se sienten más orgullo que nunca. And we're going to do it absolutely free. The reason we chose Upland is because we went ahead and reconnected over with Warzone Boxing, man. Warzone Boxing, shout out to Coach Al Franco, el hijo de él, Daniel Franco, the former flyweight champion. They're huge supporters of Content Creator Series of Fighting. They hosted us last November, and he said, hermano, if you ever need anything in LA, Los Angeles, we got two locations in Rialto and in Upland. And he told me, Cholo, hey, well, if you want a little bit more upscale, a little bit more nicer, I guess Upland is a little bit more upscale or nicer, not trying to be in South Central. Don't get mad at me, my gente. They're not trying to be on Central Avenue or, so try to provide a good experience for the people that are going to be there. So we reconnected with Warzone Boxing. We're doing it on La Raza's main holiday, which is the eve of the Canelo versus the Crawford, Fernando Vargas Jr. co-main event, and El Irish guy, Walsh or something like that. So I'm so pinchy pumped. I'm pumped.
Okay, so I mean, I've been part of the events that you've thrown with Content Creator Series of Fighting. It's all been, one on one, and you've charged, right? Which is fine
Mm,
because a lot of people, that want a lot of this stuff for free, they don't see the work that goes behind it.
mm.
Every event that I've gone to, I've been a part of, I've seen you work. I see the production and everything that goes to it, and it's like, yeah, I don't see why you need to do it for free. But what made you change from that to what's going on here? Because, like you said, it's for free. There is no gate, at least not with money, but there's a gate that you need to, be invited. And to be invited, they need to contact you. But
Yep.
what made you change that and this idea itself?
You know, it's just I think it really just goes back to just giving back. I mean, we're on the internet, on this internet space. I know this internet space is really just for entertainment, cagadas and giggles. But it's really just giving back to La Raza. I feel after a few events the year prior, we have nothing as far as a series of fighting has to do to prove itself. It's pretty much proven that if I get a phone call, say Swifty Blue is beefing with Cholo Juan or Snowman Cholo Juan, whatever these beefs are. If I get a phone call, I'm gonna put this thing together. So I don't have anything to prove, but I think it really is just giving back to La Raza. Let's go ahead and give it to them. Imagine the energy, Cholo. I mean, it's Mexican Independence Day. I mean, ¿qué hubo, man? All the ramplas with all the banderas mexicanas going on and spinning their donuts and all that toda la chingada on that day. The energy's high. Canelo Alvarez has already been through camp, weighed in the day before, ready to dance. And before we do that, before the people tune in to Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford, which both of them, I believe, are top 3 pound for pound fighters on planet Earth. That's the whole planet. Before they do that, imagine they jump on YouTube. We'll talk about how we're going to stream it and show it. They jump on YouTube and they see real chingazos. I'm not talking about no half-ass chingazos, no pity pat, no pillows, no pillow punches. I mean real chingazos in the spirit of Mexican Independence Day. I think that's just going to charge the people up. And then on top of that, it's absolutely free. So again, this is for La Raza. I know, the trolls are going to always find a reason to go after us, carnal, on the internet. But one thing the trolls can't say for this event is that Mikey was all about the money and he wanted to charge everyone. Absolutely not. We did it in the spirit of Mexican Independence Day. And for the first time, you're going to see Mikey get in the ring and dance.
Let's talk about that for a second, brother. What made you want to do that? Because you and I have talked. You and I have talked. You're wearing the suit. You're running Content Creator Series of Fighting. And I remember you told me, like, I don't know, man, those kind of days are probably behind me since I'm wearing the suit. I'm running the business. What made you say, like, you know what? Let me take this suit off and go at it one more time?
Too much sideline busting. Too much sideline busting, too much, nothing to prove on that aspect. All I did was had a 10-year amateur career, 23, 24 fights. That was it. I only used to fight like twice a year. Camps got harder and the cuts got harder as I got closer to 40 years old. My last one was in 2019, but too much sideline busting, man. I'm not the kind that is just going to stand on the sideline. O sea, it's the Chicano comes out. You see the vato getting pa, 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 again. I got to get in there and throw my pinche patada también. Paz, cabrón. So too much sideline busting, sideline riding. It has nothing to do with trying to prove anything against anyone, trying to push up on anyone. It has none of that, man. I just want to throw chingazos, and hey, Cholo, I could be the one laid out, carnal. I could be the one staring at the lights. I'm putting this whole thing together and I get murked. You know what I mean? It could be me. I'm just saying, and it is what it is, but it's because somos Mexicanos and we don't wolf. We don't wolf on the internet. I know you don't wolf, Cholo. To me, Cholo, you're the baddest Chicano on YouTube. There's no one else that has 2 wins on YouTube other than you. And your last performance, holy smoke. If you were 100% healthy like your last performance on that first one, they would have buried Gunner right there in Victorville. You would have buried him and they would have just put his headstone right outside the gym, but you were injured. But again, I gotta get in there, man. I gotta get a piece of the action. It's the Mexicano, the gallo that's in me.
Yeah, and the time to do it's now, honestly, man. I just feel like, you know what, once we hit 50, that's it's probably waving bye-bye, man. So, you know what? I mean, I get it. We're not young, we're not youngsters, but the last little bit of youth that we got left, let's go ahead and use it and make some memories. Like you always say, at the end, all you guys are memories. So, just make a few of those. And you're right, man. You could get laid out. I could get laid out. I mean, I would say this, Mikey. I would say the biggest disrespect that you could give another man inside of the ring is taking it easy on him.
Mm,
When we get in there, do I hate anybody? No, I don't hate anybody, but we're there to throw some chingazos, man. Let's go. You know what I mean? I don't want to get out of there and then that person said like, I took it easy on him. Like, nah, Charlie, man. If you can finish me off, man. I'm fine by that. As long as you gave me everything. If I'm laid out, I'm laid out. That's fine, man. I got insurance. I'll go to the hospital. It's okay. But the biggest disrespect you can show another man, the biggest disrespect you show another man is taking it easy on him. So, I hope everyone is expecting the same thing, man. But let's uh let's talk a little bit about who's gonna be there, Mikey,
mm,
to get in the ring.
yep.
You're gonna be there. You're gonna get in the ring. I'm gonna get in the ring. Who else we got?
Yeah. So, this thing kind of grew legs on itself, carnal. I was just trying to see what, do host some open sparring over for the people. You went ahead and then raised your hand, didn't even hesitate. I mean, he just raised his hands. I'm there, carnal. Gracias, I appreciate you and your time. And then we have me, we have you. Right now we have officially Mile High Hustle, the
The
pro am
heavyweight,
fighter.
the heavyweight
Heavyweight,
champ.
absolutely heavyweight. And then I got contacted by Snowman, who is out of the Inland Empire where we're gonna be at. And unbeknownst to him, that he's gonna be fighting at home. When he found out that he's gonna be fighting at home after that, he's like, "Oh, I'm absolutely in." And he's another heavyweight. Those four are the official ones. I have another two that aren't official, but they might pull up, and we'll talk about what's gonna happen, how's it gonna happen. But right now, officially, just because we're getting closer to the date, we had to put the poster out, put out some content out. We went ahead and put us four, which all you really need in open sparring is one person on each corner. That's it.
Okay, and definitely want to get into how the fighting is going to go down. But before
Mm,
we get into that, man, let's talk about the event itself.
mm.
We got my girl Alvia Cadena. She's going to be there. Um,
Shout out to
you
her.
you got a ring girl. We got a
Mm.
couple of people. How is this going to go down, Mikey? Is there going to be a way to stream it on a mainstream line, or is it just going to be pick your poison from anybody's Instagram that's there, or YouTube channel? How's it going to be watched?
So I'm asking everyone that's coming, which you had just mentioned. We have Elvia Cadena singing the national anthem. I'm actually leaning toward even singing the Mexican national anthem. It is Mexican Independence Day, but we'll figure those little details out. Loca de Boyle Heights, she's gonna be there as well. So basically, the whole outline is going to be. It's going to be a 2-hour event. It's going to be from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Punto. That's it. We got to get out of there in time. Some people have to commute, travel. LA traffic is different, and so we want to make sure we get to our destinations before the main card of the Alvarez and Canelo card. The undercard is not too strong, so I don't know if people are going to watch the undercard. But from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So basically, I want everyone to go live, carnal, to be there. But if you want to see it with the best view, the best angle, the cleanest, then you're going to want to see it on ChicanoTube's YouTube channel, because I'm going to have two cameramen. I'm going to have one cameraman broadcasting the main feed And he's basically just going to be on a handheld gimbal. We got fast internet over there in Upland. He's going to be on a handheld gimbal on the main channel, which is Chicano Tube YouTube. I'm also going to be broadcasting it on IG. So we're going to go through Chicano Tube YouTube, the main one, and on IG. Both of those are going to be very clean feeds, again, with cameramen. So, looking, steady and not all shaky and chingaderas like that. But anyone that's coming, which the invitation is open to all content creators. I'm not talking about getting in the ring and throwing chingazos. That's different. If you want to do that, absolutely, that's a possibility también. It's not too late. But everyone is going to be live, carnal, on their IGs or Facebooks or their YouTube channels. And, the way I want this to happen, Cholo, is have you ever seen Lionheart?
Of course.
Okay,
Of course.
okay. Movies
Yeah.
y más, all right. Movies y más. So, Lionheart, they're at the bottom of the parking garage. Ahí tienen los pinches carros. They turn on the lights, but all the people are right there, and they're throwing their money or they're betting and stuff like that. That's the look that I'm going for. I want
Gambling.
Say it again.
Gambling.
All of that going on. Everything is going down. Okay. Everything is going down. Nothing is off limits. It's going to be a good old time over there. Obviously, for us that are going to mix it up, we're going to have to handle business before anything else. But everyone around the ring, or I'm still debating whether in the ring, everyone live, gambling, dinero, bebidas in their hands. I don't know. Probably not, right? We don't want people to get too tipsy, but that's the look that I'm going for, a high energy look. That way people, when they're streaming it on their Instagram, when they're streaming it on their Facebook, their YouTube, they're all up in the action, carnal. Okay, just get out of our way because you might get punched, okay? Don't get mad. If you get punched by Cholo Trucker because you kept, breathing down his shoulder, you had that coming. Just know that right now. And you don't want to get unruly because we got the brown wall, which is going to be about 5 or 6 pro boxers, okay? They're going to be able to just handle anyone that can't handle whatever they're drinking or whatever they're doing. So that's the look that I'm going for, carnal. High energy. It's not going to be 2 people in the ring, quietness, commentators. I'm not saying there's wrong with that. That's the professional, formal look, but that's not going to be what we're doing, carnal. I want energy. I want people cheering, shouting, yelling. I want everyone live. And everyone is going to share the content. That's another thing we're doing. It's just we're not charging people to come into the peleas. We're not charging them to get inside the ring, to see the peleas, none of that stuff. You're going to have the content itself. So if someone goes night-night, then that's going to go viral. And you'll have your clip to share, or everyone's going to have their viral clips to share. I believe that's the look that I'm going for. But we could, if you want to break down more the 2-hour timeline, I could break that more down.
Yeah. First, let me answer Joaquin. Yeah, 1 to 3 Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to Albuquerque. He's out there in the 505, man. Yeah, because the prelims for the Crawford Canelo start, I believe, at 3:30, and the main undercard starts at 6. Okay, a few things that you said there, Mikey. People in the ring. I mean, while the fight's going on, Mikey.
Yeah.
Again, I don't. I mean, I think we're getting a little carried away on that one, man. I think the 2 fight. I'm with you. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds great having people around the ring filming and everything. But I mean, to get inside the ring while the fight's going on, I think that needs to be left to the 2 fighters, man, so they can do what they got to do. I mean, if somebody steps on somebody's foot, twists an ankle, we're kind of losing something here.
The ring size has a lot to do with it. I mean, there's a lot of real estate inside that ring, especially if we got like the pro 20-foot ring. Carnal, here's the thing. If we're throwing chingazos doing 1-minute rounds, okay, that the 1-minute rounds is going to provide longevity. That means you throw chingazos for 1 minute, you're going to want to keep going. But guess what? You got to stop. We're doing 1 minute. The reason for this is to preserve energy. So the chingazos are going to be fresh no matter who's running it, and I got to get a piece of just everyone that's in the ring. Again, the Mexicano coming out of me, I got to get a piece. Whether I get slept or not, I got to get a piece. I'm not in no kind of serious training camp or anything for it. We could talk about that, but I got to get a piece. But there's a lot of real estate in that ring, carnal. If people are there, it's just like the back of the high school. You know, hey, when people are stumbling around you, automatically people just move, get the hell out of the way. If I don't see people blocking punches or being in the way of the action. I actually think it just provides more energy, and that's the look that I'm going for. So again, people are not going to be defensive fighting, carnal. It's 60 seconds. There's no feeling you out. There's no let me backstep. There's no bicycling, backpedaling. This is 60 seconds of chingazos, which goes by in a blink. I believe people aren't going to get in the way of that, and that provides better visuals, for one, for the main feed, and for two, for people that are live. So I don't think it's going to intrude, but I get it. You're like, let me optimize my chances, make it clean by doing it formally and all that. But that's kind of a little out the window on this one. This is going to be a little bit more fun.
No, I get you, man. I get you. But people that are not going to be inside of the ring, they're not going to be able to see the fight. I got people that are going to go there just going to want to sit down to watch the fight. I talked to you before we went on live. I got somebody that's professional. They go watch the fight, and if there's people in the ring, blocking the action, that could cause a little bit of an obstruction to somebody's view. But let's talk about the 1 minute round. Why 1 minute? You said to preserve. Okay, but why 1 minute? How many rounds are we going?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's something I think we're gonna flow with. You know what I mean? Like, say me and you, we get around, and say the people want it. There's going to be in between downtime. O sea, I want you, Cholo Trucker. I know you do. I get where you're coming from. You're like, I need to be focused and get my, to give the best performance and all that. I get it. But I really want you guys to have fun. That means whoever cameraman you have, Cholo Trucker, recording everything, inside that ring, go back, talk some smack, man. Look at your comments, Cholo. Look at the comments. Oh, you got to run that back. You got to run that back. Should I run it back? You're looking at your camera. Should I run that back? What do you think? One more? Should we go one more? You know what? Fuck it. It's Mexican Independence Day. Me and Cholo, let's go one more round. Okay. And then again, after that, boom, we take another break. And again, these are not long breaks. It's just kind of going with the flow. It's kind of like schoolyard fights. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's not going to be one after another after another. There's going to be a lot of interacting with the chat, a lot of interacting with the público, the people that are there. It's going to be fun, man, in essence. And I seen Mile High Hustle said something about getting hurt, carnal. I mean, of course, no one wants to get hurt. But, I mean, think about it, man. Is anyone really a professional boxer getting in the ring?
Look.
Little glove, no headgear, and they think they're going to hit. You're going to get hit like a professional boxer will hit you with a liver shot, or you're going to get CTE like football. That ain't never happened on any sparring that I've been. And then much less people that are jumping off the couch off of YouTube to get in the ring.
No, but what Mile High is saying, finish his comment. He says nobody in the ring but two fighters. I mean, I agree with that, Mikey. I like I said, I don't mind people surrounding the ring and getting their content and everything. I get what you're saying. It's 1 minute round. So it's like, hey, how much running around is somebody going to do? You know what? Let's get in there and try to put as much action as you possibly can. But at the same time, like I said, if there's people outside of the ring just wanting to sit down and watch the action, you got people surrounding the fight. It's like, I can't see, and now everybody is trying to get in there with their phones. I think it could turn. I think it could get a little bit messy. That's what I'm saying. If you want to surround the ring, people want to surround the ring. I thought madre surround the ring. Get inside of the ring while the action's going on, and everybody trying to get the best shot, trying to get as close as possible. I don't know about that one, Mikey. I think that could get pretty messy right there, man. Especially if somebody really truly gets hurt.
It's kind of like, do you remember how when people used to throw chingazos in high school in the hallways?
Yes.
Right. Unless it was the ops, homie, trying to rush you, bum rush you, most people didn't get in your way. most people, well, you know, back in our days, they didn't have camera phones and like what they do now, but most people weren't really getting in the way. You know, most people
Right.
were naturally like just gravitating away from the action. And so it's up in the air. Absolutely. I
Mo,
respect
mo,
Mile
mo,
High Hustle. Absolutely. But how
most people back then,
someone in the ring who's recording it hurt you?
most people back then, Mikey, were teenagers and they could get out of the way a little bit faster than they can today too. So that's
Yeah, you're
just
right.
look,
We
man.
might
I
have
think
some older people. We might have some older people.
I just think,
Solo Trucker, my question is, how
yeah,
can someone recording it hurt you? Are you talking about
okay, but I'm
they're
just
not going to
saying.
punch you? They're not going
No,
to
no,
kick you?
but look, no. I'm just saying just to keep it clean. If you got another person
Put them on the
in the
apron.
ring, or you're gonna say, because you're not saying just one person, you're saying you want people in
I'm
there.
saying
Okay,
Lionheart. Yeah.
one guy's trying to get out of the way while the other guy, he's in a good position. He doesn't get out of the way. Somebody steps on their ankle. So it's just it can make it very messy, Mikey. Somebody
Oh,
and
the
somebody
ankles.
does get
Yes,
hit.
the ankles.
Somebody does get hit, or you know what? If somebody goes in there a little liquored up and just want to sticks a hand or whatever, Mikey, I think it leaves too much room for too much messiness,
Well,
man.
let's make it official right now because I want to make sure that the fighters are comfortable with what's happening. There's going to be nobody inside that ring. Everyone is
Okay.
going to be on the apron of the ring. Now we have 20 feet to fight. Problem solved. Problem solved. There it is. I heard the people, and I'm a people person. Go ahead.
All right. So look, okay, 1 minute because you don't want people to run out of gas.
Yep.
And there's really no amount of rounds. You're just saying, hey, you know what? As long as you want to keep going, let's keep going. And I'm with you. I think everybody should run it with everybody. I'm down with that. You know, no weight class doesn't matter. Hey, you're there to fight. You're there to fight. You know, as long as you can keep going, you know, let's keep it going, man. So I mean, I'm down with that. I think that's pretty cool right there. Let's talk about headgear, Mikey. Is there headgear? Is there no headgear? I've heard both sides. I've
Mhm.
heard headgear, and then somebody told me, "Hey, I heard that there's no headgear." Which way are we going with that?
I'm leaning more toward no headgear just because of you know, we have influencers fighting all the time, right? Lalo Gambrezi, he got his ass kicked 2 times, no headgear. I mean, you know, other people, right? No headgear, Kick, Twitch streamers, no headgear. I'm going no headgear because again, there's really no danger here. I don't see no danger. I mean, it is not pro boxers coming in here smashing ribs and sending people to the dentist. We're YouTubers are going to put on a hell of a show for the people before the Canelo and Crawford fight. So I'm leaning more toward no headgear. That way we can have a clean look as well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down either way, headgear or no headgear. Either way, I understood your point when you first announced this, when you said headgear, and I was just
Mm.
like, that's cool. And then when I heard there was no headgear, I'm like, that's cool too. You know, either way, man. When you're in there to throw hands, you're in there to throw hands. Headgear, no headgear. Um, is there going to be a third man in the ring, Mikey, to try to keep it clean? To try to, I mean, it's not an official fight,
Right.
but if it's 60 seconds, you don't want two guys clinching, um, you know, and wasting a good 15 seconds trying to fight out of there by themselves. You want a third guy in there, like, okay, stop, break it up, let's go. You know, uh, is there going to be a third man in the ring?
Yes, there's going to be a third man in the ring. Who that designation goes to is yet to be given. We got Coach Daniel that is ready, willing, and able. All the fighters, the pro fighters in the Brown Wall, the security team, all of them are also volunteered to get inside and be the third man in the ring. We got Bobby G, Bobby Garcia. Shout out to Bobby G. He's going to be there. He refereed your first YouTube debut pelea 4 years ago. He's also willing to get inside of there. So there is going to be a third man. There's not going to be, like you said, maybe too much holding unless unless you're a holder. If you're a holder, then you're a holder. Then it is what it is. I'm not telling you to change your style, but 60 seconds, you really only got time to fire off before you hear a 10-second bell or the blocks for 10 seconds and then the bell rings. So I'm just expecting it to be fun, energetic, a good time. And we're going to put on a hell of a show for the people. And then we got to get situated because then later on, we want to make sure I watch the main card for the Alvarez fight. So it's going to be free, good for the people. Man, shout out to Raider Tommy. Raider Tommy, if you want to come through, carnal, I'll make sure that you are there. Just go ahead and get a hold of me. I know you got an event at nighttime with Bobby D, but we're going to be doing this in the middle of the day, 1 to 3. If you want to go, Raider Tommy, I got you. Again, you just got to RSVP with me. So yeah, we are going to have a third man in there just in case anyone wants to do a GSP.
Yeah. I think it's just to keep it clean, not to call anybody dirty or anything of that sort. But if somebody rabbit punch and keeps on rabbit punching, it's like, hey, whoa, hang on, let's not do all that. Break it up. Let's fight. We got 60 seconds. You guys are clinching. Break it up. We're not going to be clinching. We're not there to give each other hugs. We're there to make each other bleed. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Which is what we're there to do. So let's go ahead and let's do it.
Yeah.
So I do like the fact that we'll have a third man in the ring.
Absolutely.
Mikey, equipment, gloves, all that stuff, man. Who's providing that? What are we fighting with? 12-ounce gloves?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring the competition 12s, red and blue. And as far as hand wraps under that, I'm not too particular. Again, I really don't care. You know what I mean? We could wrap it up Mexican style, or if you feel you want, Coach Daniel there to give you some pinchy cinder blocks on your hand. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if I'm fighting someone that pinchy puts glass on there like fucking kickboxer. I don't give a shit. So those are details that I'll put out there right now. I'm going to bring the competition 12s, but we are going to have community gear from Warzone Boxing. Like last November, remember we had a glove malfunction where pinchy, the dude's hands were like swollen, or he just had really, really, really big hands. And, almost was going to turn into a bare knuckle fight. You know what I mean? But until we found some gloves that Warzone provided. So I'm going to bring the competition 12s. I think 12s is pretty good, carnal. Again, it's 1 minute, but we can go 14s. I wouldn't go 16s. We can go 14s. I mean, if someone pushes this safety thing on me, I want all of the people that are participating in the sparring, which is us 4, to feel comfortable. I'm just not picking myself. I don't care if you dip the glove in glass and glue. I don't care if you margarito your hand wraps. I really don't. I'm just in there for 60 seconds, and it's going to be all action, and it's going to be live on all platforms, especially Chicano 2. But I'll bring the 12s. As far as anything else goes, hey, however you want to fight, carnal. You want to fight in jeans? You want to fight in shorts? You want to come decked out? Then come decked out. You want shirt, no shirt? That's fine. Maybe I'll do a tank top. I don't know. I was doing all this pinchy cover-ups. I'm already done with all the pinchy cover-ups. So, just because I don't try to, instigate or anything, antagonize anybody with political tattoos. So however you want to wear, carnal, is fine. However you want to wrap up is fine. If anyone wants to make an issue out of it, we'll address it right there. But again, cálmase, gente. These are YouTube fights. You're talking about rabbit punches, carnal. I don't even think anyone is on that level to do kind of, you got to be on 301 to kind of know, slip, roll, angles, rabbit punch, dirty, clinch, hold, and adjust. And but anyways.
I mean, that's why I was talking about the third man in the ring, because because we're YouTubers, it can get sloppy. I'm not saying somebody deliberately is going to go, or who knows, man, maybe somebody might feel the pressure and say like, man, let me do something because it can get a little bit messy where we do want a third man in there to be like, okay, look, keep it clean, man. Come on, let's go. Let's not try to low blow somebody. Let's keep it clean. So no, I like the fact that you're bringing gloves, Mikey. I think every fighter should be wearing the same gloves, man, because there's different gloves. There's sparring gloves, there's heavy bag gloves, and there's all the difference when it comes to the padding. But like you said, it's not a real fight like that. We're gonna get in there. We're just all gonna mix it up. There's no weight classes. I think that's freedom as heck. And yeah, it's getting closer and closer every single day. Mikey, let's talk a little bit more about the this whole spectacle of it. Okay,
Sí.
are we gonna have entrances the way
Mm.
you usually do, or is it just all right? You're here, you're here. All right, ring the bell. Is there gonna be any face-offs? Is there gonna be anything? I mean, it's kind of up in the air, man. I think we can do a lot with this.
Simon. So yeah, let's go ahead and give a little bit of the logistics of what's going to happen there. So at 1 o'clock, when all platforms go live, boom, we're blasted. We're gonna be at the backdrop. All the fighters are gonna be at the backdrop. We're gonna be doing like mock weigh-ins. That means, hey, it's not that serious. Throw a pinche scale on the floor. There it is. Yes, we're gonna be doing that at the backdrop. We're also going to be doing face-offs right when people jump on. They're going to see weigh-in. They're going to see face-offs. They're also going to see interviews. Now, I'm going to kind of wear two hats on that occasion as far as interviews goes, because, I'd like to interview you. I like to interview Mile High Hustle. I would like to interview Snowman. Snowman is making a series of fighting debut. Well, just like I am. So right when they go live, we're going to be doing about a half an hour, 45 minutes of just content, because people are going to clip this up however they want to clip it up. It's going to be whoever is bringing a cameraman or recording it. The content is yours, man. Put it out there. It's going to be a good old time. No one has done this on YouTube. I feel like I need to say that. No one has done this on YouTube. People have woofed about it. People have talked about it, but it has come to zero fruition. I've talked to people that told me, I know him, and haven't done nothing. So when they go live at 30 minutes, 45 minutes, we'll be at the backdrop, which will have, the scale, maybe a red carpet, or etc. We'll do weigh-ins, face-offs, interviews, okay? Then, slowly but surely, let's go ahead and make our way to wrapping up. And we're still vlogging. Everyone is still live, carnal. So from 30 minutes from the backdrop, we'll take care of weigh-ins, face-offs, interviews, good old time. That's us. And we'll be in regular ropa. Okay, so to the fighters, come in regular ropa, how you want to be interviewed. And then there's locker rooms and bathrooms, or if you have it under you, just ahí está, way, just take it off and boom, you're ready to go. And then we're wrapping up. I'm just going to do the Mexican hand wrap. 1, 2, 3, and then everything else. That's all I'm doing. And then we're vlogging. So I want Snowman, I want Mile High Hustle just to be engaged with your own audience. Just make sure you're paying attention to chat, our own audience. Of course, staying focused, but it ain't that serious, you know what I mean? But engage with the chat, talking smack. It's all respect until we get in the ring and the bell rings. Talking smack. At the face-offs, everyone's gonna be mic'd up. I'm gonna have a hot mic. You, Mile High Hustle, and Snowman. Again, there's another 2 people that haven't confirmed yet, but that might come. Everyone's gonna have a hot mic. That way we can have clean audio, and there'll be a little bit of smack talking. I mean, to keep it a buck, me and you face off, Cholo. I'm gonna have to take that baddest Chicano title from you, bro. I'm just gonna have to take that from you, and it is what it is. I'm gonna have to bring the belt back to Salas way. But again, that's, and then we make our way to wrapping up. Then we're inside the ring. We're still engaging with the audience, carnal. We're still looking at the comments. Hey, man, shout out to him. Shout out to him. Who should I run it with? We're engaging with the audience. That's what it's all about. We got 2 hours. All of this can be done in 2 hours. We make our way inside the ring by like 2 o'clock. And next thing you know, now we're setting it up. And at the same time, again, since it's a spectacle, carnal, people, are recording. I got a cameraman. I'm coming up to you. Before anyone gets any round in, there's going to be another face-off, because now we're in fight clothes. We're in the middle of the ring. Again, we're mic'd up. We're doing a little face-off. It's a spectacle, carnal. We got to make sure that we're creating content. This is not the traditional pelea. I just want to make sure we get enough content, so anyone that clips it, they can clip all that stuff. They can clip the face-off, the weigh-in, in the ring, the face-off. If the face-off's more intense, when we're about to throw chingazos, They clip that. And then obviously if anything happens, or they just clip the 1 minute round, however they want to. So, and then when the round is over, we go back to our corners. People want to see it. Oh, hell no, run that one back, run that one back. We're going with the chat. We're engaging with the crowd that's there. You know, again, there's no time limit in between. It could be 3 minutes, 5 minutes before the next, you know, round happens. And we figure out who's going to do it. And then another little face off, you know, just content. That's all we're thinking. And then the throw chingazos. It's going to be very fluid. It's going to end at 3 o'clock. And I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I'm pumped.
Okay, Mikey. Okay, because for anybody and everybody who's watching this live or in the archives, man, I'm learning this myself, just the way everybody else is learning. Okay, I mean, I like it, Mikey. I like it. Okay. The only thing is, I think we need to organize it just a little bit, man, so it can have a good flow, smooth go. Because if people are tuning in and it's like, okay, they just ran it 1 round. All right. So now when's the next fight? I don't know, because we're just taking 3 5 minute breaks. I think if we're gonna run it, we gotta run it within 60 seconds if we're gonna run it back again. And say like, okay, all right, we'll go another round. Okay, now we're gonna step out and the other guys are gonna get in. I think people are gonna watch. I get the spectacle and it's cool, it's great, but at the same time, I think people want to see the fight, man. People want to see fights.
Yeah.
They want to see, hey, 2 guys went in there, they threw down. Now they're gonna go to the corner, and now they're gonna wait 5 minutes for the same 2 guys to come back out there and throw down again. If we're gonna do that, I say, let's say you and I, right? Because you and I are gonna get in there. We are gonna face off, Holmes. And you said how you want this title, Carnal, come get it. It'll be there, and that goes to everybody that's gonna be there Saturday, Holmes. Just saying. But if we throw down and it's like, hey, we're gonna go another round. Okay, cool. See you in 60 seconds, man. We go to our corner, come back. If we start putting a little bit too much pause, Mikey, I think people are gonna start getting a little bit too antsy and being like, okay, so what? We're gonna wait another 10 minutes for them to go 60 seconds. Like,
That's what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. And the only reason I disagree, Carnal, is because no one's gonna be watching. The feed is gonna be so lit. The feed. Hey, shout out to Steady Mob in 76. I appreciate you, Carnal. The feed is gonna be so lit and popping and cracking. No one is gonna be watching this thing looking at their watch, looking at their clock. But it's a technical thing because you, Carnal, have competed. What you're used to. I get it. This is breaking the mold. It's breaking the clay. It's a little bit out of what the norm is. So it can be a minute. It could be 2-3 minutes. But remember, I was telling you, between rounds, we're engaging with the chat. We're engaging with the crowd that's there. We're getting feedback. Should we run it? Should we run it? It doesn't have to be necessarily be 60 seconds to the dot, but I get it. What if it turns, Carnal, what if it turns into a Royal Rumble? No one has ever seen a boxing Royal Rumble with everyone getting in there, throwing chingazos at each other like the WWF, not throwing themselves over the ring or anything like that. But imagine if we did that. Imagine the pinchy content of people would see if they just seen they just tuned in and they seen 4 dudes throwing chingazos. It can get a lot sloppy. It's probably not like it's going to happen. It's going to get really sloppy if that happens. But I'm just saying it's going to flow. It's going to be very fluid. I understand you want it to be 60 seconds and we move on. But it's going to be fluid. Trust me. And the people that are going to be in the comments or watching your feed are not going to be, counting the seconds.
All right. So, I mean, basically, so it's going to be organized, but loosely, we will be able to improvise and add and subtract certain things that we want and don't want, but it is going to be organized.
Absolutely. Okay. Yes, it is. It's going to be very fluid because I already have this vision in my head for the 2 hours, and it doesn't have to go exactly how I want it because I'm not, trying to be a puppet master, but I think it's going to be very fun. The whole point is just for us to have fun, carnal. Just like Mile High Hustle said, it's all respect until it's not. And when it's not is when that bell rings. I'm not taking a single back step. It's 60 seconds. Let's go. But we can also make it a show, make it entertaining. What if I lay down on the ring like Nick Diaz and I just put my hand like this? Cholo, come and hit me. Or what if I just back up to the corner? Cholo, come on, give me all the smoke I want all the smoke you got. It could be like that as well. I want us to have fun. It's going to be entertaining, and it's not going to be no pity patty stuff. It's going to be a real chingazos, man. So I can't wait, but it's going to be very fluid. And man, I'm just pumped already, carnal. Let's go.
And I think that's what people really want to know and find out. Yes, the spectacle, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a show, and we can put on a show and everything. But ultimately, everybody should know we are gonna throw real punches. We are gonna actually try to make each other bleed. I mean, that's yes, it's fun, it's everything. I know we're kind of talking about it like, hey, it's gonna be kind of loosely and fluid and things of that sort, but I mean,
It's
we
real
are showing up
sparring.
to fight. We are
It's
showing
real
up to fight.
sparring.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real sparring. Absolutely. This ain't no pity pat. This ain't no half, hey, hold back a little bit. Hey, do this. No, none of that. People can see. When the people see the chingazos, they're going to really know, are they really trying to go, or they're not really trying to go. I don't want that. I haven't done that in none of the series of fighting events that I put together where I've told people, hey, hold back or anything. Like, no, you just go when the bell rings and you go. But again, it's sparring. It's sparring. So to Mile High Hustle, who's coming from Colorado, it's just a sparring session, man. He's coming to California to spar. I'm very interested in seeing Mile High Hustle and Snowman de Fontana get in there, face off, smack talk, get that first round in, and see where it goes from there. I'm very excited to see that because when you have two heavyweights, it's fun. And with Snowman, we don't know too much about Snowman. I seen him holding some pads on a video, but I don't know his experience or anything like that. So it's going to be very, very interesting. And again, to Mile High Hustle is just going to be another day. So man, I'm pumped. Man, I'm excited. We'll end the whole thing at 3:00, carnal. That way we can make sure we're situated by the time the undercard starts. And I can't wait, man.
Okay. If anybody got any questions, put them down in the chat right now. We'll probably be out of here in about 5 minutes, man. So if anybody got any more questions about this event, throw them in the chat right now. Because I'm just about to BS here with Mikey just for a little bit, just so you guys can go ahead and throw your questions in the chats, man. If you guys got anything,
What do you think
on.
about doing the Mexican national anthem?
I don't mind it as long as it's both.
Okay.
I got to get with my girl, see if she has any experience doing it. I know she's done the Star Spangled Banner for sure.
For sure.
She tears it up every time, so I got to get with her and see if she has any experience with that. But yeah, I'll definitely reach out to her and see what's up with her. So she'll be there. That is Alvia Cadena. You guys can go follow her. Man, she's doing some great things. Hey, Mikey, when it comes to this event, right?
Simon,
Are you planning? Is this kind of a one and done for you? Or are you looking to do this further down the line? Because after this, Mikey, now people are gonna expect like, oh, wait, you did all that for free. Why don't you just start doing all these other ones for free? Like, where's your mindset when it comes
yeah.
to this idea that you thought of? Which I think, honestly, man, I'll give you kudos. It's a pretty freedom idea. I would have never thought of it.
Yeah. So, I don't know if this is going to be a one and done, right? This is around the time of Mexican Independence Day where the energy's high. La raza is wanting to see chingazos and is out there. There's an energy on the street. I don't know if it's a one and done. And when it comes to other peleas, carnal, those need to be gauged individually. That means if there's a hot beef, all of a sudden the hater world wants to get in the ring and settle it with Cholo Juan or something like that, right? We need to gauge this thing independently. That is an automatic pay-per-view. Okay, now I'm not talking about breaking the people's banks. Obviously the way the economy is, I understand. I mean, if you can't pay 10 bolas to see a pelea, I get it, man. Times must be tough on your end. But going forward with pay-per-views, carnal, they're going to be very, very economical. It's going to be very feasible, but it's going to merit the pay-per-view, carnal. I mean, come on. If you just look at, we get lucky from Hoodstocks. You know what I mean? He wants to, handle it. Or we get American Cholo, which American Cholo, this is what he told me. I'm going to put this out on the internet right here on Los Tres Chingones. American Cholo told me, Mikey, if you get that tattoo artist to show up, I'm pulling up. So that's like by itself a pay-per-view. Again, not an expensive pay-per-view. I mean, you can't pay 10 bolas to see that. It is what it is. So I'm just going to gauge it as we go. I don't pay those damn LLC fees and all that stuff, $1,000 every year to not do nothing, even though I'm not getting any profit from it. Nor do I need any pats on the back. Oh, he's saying that he pays it or whatever. Look, I'm not making no profit this year off of it. I created this platform for the people. That's what I created it for, so they could deal with the businessman, and we'll gauge it. If it's for the people, it's a friendly, and the fighters don't mind, and they don't want to get paid from it, well, then let's do it. I'll put it on a silver platter, and let's do it. I just want to be there with my beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife, and just be there like Oscar and watching the fight and enjoying it. That's why I do it. If I wasn't having fun with this, I wouldn't do it, carnal. I got too much to do. So I'll gauge each single pelea independently to see if it's pay-per-view worthy or not.
Yeah, to everybody in the chat, naming, other guys and stuff. You can't make dudes get in there. If the invite's out there, the invite's out there. If you can't force anybody to get into the ring. So that's just
the DX. He's saying, is that the same snowman that was beefing with Cholo Juan? Absolutely. I messaged Cholo Juan, and I actually made a little flyer, like the El Rio Boogeyman, him right there with gloves on and his tank top and shorts and an alley. And I tagged him, but Cholo Juan turned down the fade. He turned it down. He said, no, I'm not going. No, I'm not. And don't give me, Cholo Juan, don't give me that it's about politics. Don't give me that. Because the people you make videos on, the people that you on the internet watch and make videos on, are people that can't even go out in public. So don't give me that political thing that you don't want to face Snowman. You're not even too far. You're in the 805. You come right down. There's Snowman right there. Maybe he'll pull up. I don't know. Loca de Boyle Heights is going to be the ring girl. Don't forget that. Let's plug her in. She's going to be walking around. She's not going to have, I'll take all the ring cards, but, she'll have the proper ring card. If me and you go a second round, she'll put up the second round on us, etc. And there's been a little bit of a beef with her and Miss Lady Pinks from the SGV. And I went ahead and I put something out there también. If she wants to come through, anyone wants to come through, the platform is for the people. But the funny thing about it is they'll beef online, Cholo, but when it materializes, se quedan calladitos, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with you, and that's with any genre. I check out all kinds of different genres in YouTube and everything, and even the boxing genre. I've talked about this on Los Tres Chingones boxing. I don't really mess with too many other channels. Very, very few boxing channels. So many boxing channels get into it with each other and talk all kinds of smack, and I'll do this, I'll do that, and nothing ever really happens. So it's just kind of like I don't talk any smack, man, because unless we're in front of each other, there's no need to talk smack. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be the bad guy right here, and have people hate me on this one. I'm gonna be a heel on this one right here, if I could use a wrestling term, because you mentioned something, and I talked about it when I was about to fight Buzz, and I'm gonna say it here and now, and people are gonna hate me for it, but oh well. For those, when you do charge, this one's for free, but whenever you do charge for a fight, Mikey, and there's people complaining about like, oh man, times are tough, man. You're charging $19, $19.99. Times are tough. Then let me go ahead and be the bad guy and go ahead and say something that's reality. If you can't afford $20, homie, don't worry about two YouTubers fighting. You got other things in your life to worry about.
Absolutely.
So, if that's the bank, they kept getting at me and like, oh, why are you and Buzz? Why is it charging? Don't worry about Buzz and I fighting. Why are you worried about two YouTubers fighting? You can't afford $15.99. Your focus should be somewhere else, man. Not on two YouTubers fighting. It's gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah,
So,
go buy a pizza and stare at the wall if you want. A pizza costs about the same price. Or a good
so yeah. But anything else, Mikey? Before we wrap it up, brother, we are heck. What are we? 8 days, 9 days away. About 9, 10 days away, man. From this going down, it's gonna be free. It's gonna be on Pick Your Poison on the platforms, but the main platform will be Chicano Tube. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna have it on the main platform. I'm gonna have a camera operator, just again holding a gimbal and the cell phone. And then we'll also do it on IG, but you can also watch it on Cholo Trucker. I don't know what channel you're gonna broadcast it on.
Yeah.
Anyone else that wants to be there, all you got to do is just get a hold of me. I just want to make sure there's a head count, or etc. Right, to see who is all gonna be in attendance. Right. But a lot of people are mentioning American Cholo inside the comment section. I would love to see American Cholo throw his hands as well. I would love to see that. And he knows the people want to see it. But will he do it? I mean, it's totally up to him. He's a grown ass man with a family and businesses and a great podcast. I don't know. I would love to see him get inside the ring. He told me if that little rubber chicken, Chester the chicken, pops up over there, just let him know and he will pull up. And but I don't know. But but people are naming other people, Tony A and all these other people. I don't know. But I am from that cloth like you, Cholo. That why talk about it and be on the internet and wolf when here is the opportunity to go ahead and make it happen. You can contact me. You can be like, hey, Mikey, if you can get this guy over there on the 13th, I'm down. I'll make it happen. I don't know. And the other person obviously has to agree to it. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. We're about what, 9 days out.
Yeah.
I'll be over there the Friday before, just looking around, visiting the gym. I'll be there that Saturday, setting up backdrops and getting ready for what we're going to do. And it's going to be minimal, but it's going to be super clean. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great atmosphere. I mean, come on. You got Cholo Trucker. You got Mile High Hustle, Snowman, the Fontana, which I know Snowman's going to record a lot of content. He got the camera guy everywhere he goes. He's good at that too, or whoever's editing his content. He's really, really good at those effects and him, in and out and shining and all that other stuff. So I know Snowman is going to have a cameraman with him, and it's all respect. It's all respect.
Yeah, I don't know much about him at all. I am familiar with his barrio though, but I don't know much about him. But shouts to him, and we'll all see each other in the ring, man. So soon enough, we'll know everything there is to know about one another. So
Absolutely. Go back and watch the replay on this if you want to know the timeline, who's all going to be there, what's going to happen. This is up on IG. It's on my IG. It's also on YouTube. Los Tres Chingones, do me a favor, man. If you want 3 boxing aficionados talking about boxing, if that's your thing, which that's my thing, I could talk about boxing all day long. You go ahead and subscribe over to Los Tres Chingones Boxing, where you get breakdown expert analysis from the baddest Chicano on YouTube until 9/13, Cholo Trucker.
yeah, we'll have to wait a few more days and see what happens with that, man. But anyway, hey Mikey, gracias so much, big dog, for coming on here. You're putting this event together, man. I know it's not easy. You got to make a lot of phone calls, be on check your DMs all the time, shoot a lot of messages, trying to get all this stuff together. I give you credit. I've been giving you credit since you first started this. I mean, I know this event's a little bit different, but I've kept telling people that it's not an easy job. It's not, hey, I'm gonna get that person to fight this person. All right, and they both say, okay, let's go ahead, let's do it. No, that's not the way it works. A lot of people don't want to get in there. So it's a tough one, man. But gracias on this one, man. This one's gonna be pretty fun.
For the people. Thank you to you, Cholo Trucker. Thank you to Snowman, Mile High Hustle. You might see some other surprise guests get in the ring or just be there going live themselves, large platforms. But this is going to be all premised on respect. When people spar, it creates a hermandad. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we get in there, we threw chingazos. That's respect, man. Anyone that talks about, beef or whatever on the internet, hey, when you get inside of there and you run it, at the end of the day, I will shake that man's hand. No matter what was done, it's squashed right here from this moment on. And when we get outside of that ring, I'm pumped. I can't wait to clip the content, and I'm going to go and watch the Canelo Alvarez fight. somewhere in Fontana that night. But I appreciate you. Gracias. Don't forget to subscribe over Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Thank you for your time also, hermano. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up.
We're all gonna go watch the Canelo Crawford fight with a little bit of blood and bruises on us. It's gonna be a good time, man. Hey, man, shouts to Chicano Tube. You guys go check out Chicano Tube. Shouts to Mile High Hustle. That's what we're streaming it on Instagram as well. Cholo Choco Los Tres Chingones Boxing. We will be live next Saturday, September 13th, 1 o'clock. Pick your poison. Go to Chicano Tube. That will be the main stream. You guys could be here if you guys want to follow me around during the whole shindig and the fight and go Mile High Hustle. And there'll be so many other platforms there that you guys can go ahead and get different angles from and different commentary from whoever's holding the phone or whatever camera they have, man. Until then, Mikey, I'll see you in the ring. I'll see all you guys in the ring, man. Let's go ahead and let's put a good one on. Que vea los tres chingones, man. I'll see you guys there.
Shout out Mile High Hustle and Snowman, Cholo Trucker, and we're out.